All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning into my channel. Thank y'all for. This is Just Heather being Heather. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
It looks like you lost another one.
Stoner.
5, revolver with the 6, shooter with the 5, robber with the 6, probably do a lie, wasn't for the clicks, just to let them know, no, we gon' use them sticks, a whole lot, a whole lot, you already know, man, I told them stop playing games with the team, man.
Hey, y'all. We just leaving church. Yeah, that's my daughter right there. She's trying to hide. We just leaving church. And yeah, so we are just going to be doing a sit down and talk with me today. That's all we're doing today. So in the next step, y'all will see me at the crib. Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to do something different. You know, this is still Just Heather being Heather. Thank you for tuning into my channel. If you don't know, I'm Heather and this is Just Heather being Heather. So welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. And thank y'all for tuning in. Just Heather being Heather. Just me, just being me. You know, just me, just being me. We're gonna be fancy over here all the time, but it's just me being me. But I want to do something a little different. I want y'all to get a chance to know me, the way I think, and the way I think on different parts, different aspects of my life. Basically, I hope y'all can hear me. I'm trying to talk a little louder. I usually have my little ear pod thing on, but I need to get a mic. That's the thing. I need to get a mic. I need to get my whole setup together, but it's okay. Little by little. Patience. But yeah, so today I think I want to talk about I want to talk about a woman, a wife, and her position in a marriage. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about today. I want to speak more about the wives and our I guess positions in a marriage. A lot of times I feel like and I don't even think it's wives. I'm just gonna say it could be husbands or wives, where you feel like it may be unbalanced, where you feel like you're giving your all, you know, to pursue your spouse's dreams, and you have to like put yours on hold. And first of all, I want to put a disclaimer and say, like, I'm not a therapist, or I don't have a perfect marriage or a perfect relationship or whatever. I just know that I've been through some things, and what I've learned by going through the things, I guess I want to share. So I know I'm just all over the place, but as I was saying, a lot of times in a relationship, or even in a marriage or relationship, it may feel like it's lopsided, because at that moment in the relationship, it feels as though one person, both of y'all are putting all of the efforts into one of you guys' goals, and the person whose goal is not at hand at that moment, or at hand at that moment, feels kind of left out once you're pursuing it for years. And how long do you think that you should just pursue somebody's goals before you give up because they never took a chance to, or the other person never stopped to say, okay, it's time out for my goals, now let's pursue your goals. I guess what I feel like on that is everybody, or each one of you all have your own growth spurts. And I feel like that the opposite, whoever goal is not being worked upon at that moment, or whoever goal is being worked on in that moment, they have to be more considerate, or just acknowledge that the person is, waiting their turn, I guess, and not necessarily waiting their turn. But I don't think I don't think it's a good idea for y'all to pursue your goals on your own. What am I trying to say? I guess what I feel like in a relationship, during a growth spurt, you need somebody to encourage you while you're growing, to feed into that goal. And I also think that the person whose goal is being, what's the word? Achieved, should, like I said, acknowledge the other person putting their goals on hold until we, let yours flourish a little bit. Now let's work on ours, on other person's. Because I feel like a lot of the times that plays a part in a relationship, because people always say, or I feel like that I'm just pursuing a goal, and I just have to put my life on hold. And a relationship or marriage is teamwork, I feel like I'm all over the place, but I hope I'm making sense. I hope that I'm making sense. Now, I think that in a relationship, it should be like once we achieve one goal, once one partner achieves one goal, then y'all should go ahead to the next partner and try to achieve the next person's goal, and just go back and forth so nobody feels left out. Because feeling left out and just feeling like you're feeding this to somebody else and growing somebody else, and you just no more. It takes a toll on your life. It takes a toll on your relationship. You just feel like you're just being erased, and this person is just growing and blossoming, or their goal is just growing and blossoming. Even though you're a part of it, it's still like you're no more, But I just want to talk about that a little bit more. Get into, talk about that a little bit. How can you fix it? And that's why I was just saying, how can you fix it? But both y'all have y'all come together and y'all have y'all goals that y'all want to achieve. Say, okay, we knocked off one of your goals, now let's try one of your goals. That way nobody feels left out. Nobody feels put on hold. Nobody feels erased or ignored, or they lost themselves. They don't know who they are anymore, But yeah. I wish I was doing like a live or something where y'all could talk back to me or whatever, because that'd be kind of good. Maybe I should start doing a live. I didn't really have no cards or nothing set up for this, but I just know that that's what I wanted to talk. I just know that that's something that plays a big part in a relationship, and of somebody feeling left out. And that's in a relationship anywhere, any type of relationship, you know, a marriage. Yeah, so I just think we just need to take more time of looking at, you know, my son said something to me and my husband one time, and we kind of stand on this. This is like a part of our marriage now. Is, you know, he said, this is what, like in the beginning when we first got together, and it was a little bit rocky. We had to go through our growth time of us growing and mending together. But he said, why don't you try looking at it through one another's eyes? And we kind of stopped. And sometimes that's what we need to do as couples or as spouses. We need to look at things through the other person's eyes, just to see how they feel. You know, how would we feel if we was that person? You just honestly just be real with ourselves. How would we feel if, you know, none of my goals was getting met, or somebody just pouring. I'm just pouring into this person, but they're not really pouring back into me. You know, just be real and honest. And if you, or even just how would you feel like if somebody, how would you feel if somebody reacted the way I reacted? You know, and like, well, not somebody, but my husband reacted to me the way I reacted to him, or, you know, vice versa. Sometimes a lot of times you have to do that because it makes you think twice of how you reacting, or even go back and apologize and be like, man, that was kind of bogus of me to do that. And another thing I want to talk, well, I guess another thing is in a marriage or relationship, I was just reading it too. You have to be able to know how to put your pride aside and apologize. Even if you feel like you were right. You know, and I'm saying that because if you love somebody, you don't want to hurt them. And if they felt hurt, you have to go apologize. Now, you're not apologizing for what you did because your feelings is valid. You're apologizing for hurting them, for making them hurt. And then you can explain, you know, after you apologize, and talk to them about, you know, I'm sorry for hurting you. Because everybody's feelings is valid, no matter what their feelings are, is valid. You know, I always make this example of, say for instance, you have, it's two people, and I pinch one person and they say, that didn't hurt, and I pinch another person and they say, that hurted. Everybody's pain level is different. Everybody hurt is different. So you have to remember that, like, it might not hurt you, but it hurt me. So you just apologize if you did hurt them, you know. That's what I learned to do, because I was big, I was so prideful, I wasn't apologizing for nothing. But I had to learn that if I love you, I'm gonna apologize to you because I don't wanna hurt you. And then once I apologize and we're able to have that door broken down, you know, or the wall broken, okay, I apologize because I don't wanna hurt you. Now I can explain my thought process on why I did something or why I said something. And then we can go back and forth of the reason why I hurted you, you know. But yeah, you do. You have to learn how to be, I guess the word is humble, humiliated, you know, just to be able to put your pride to the side. Because at the end of the day, if both of y'all are loving and healing each other, then the team is good. The team can't be broken. Yeah, so I guess I don't know how long this video was, but I guess I have it more put together. I really don't want it to be so formatted. I want it to be just a chill back and a yap session, but I guess I needed somebody to talk back with me. I was expecting, I kind of wasn't, because I didn't ask my husband to come and talk with me, but I don't know. But anywho, if y'all have any questions, any comments, anything, leave them down in the comments, and I definitely will reply to y'all. You know, yeah, you can chit chat in the comments. But if y'all like these type of videos, put that in the comments. Maybe I'll do a little bit more on relationships or whatever. You know, relationships, marriage, things like that. Or how, put something in the comment of a question you had, like how we, something, if we ever had like a, I guess, what is it, a bump in the road in our marriage, and how we overcame it, or anything like that. Let's put it in the comments, you know, and then we can talk about that. But yeah, I think those two things are like really key points in a relationship or marriage, is being able to put your pride to the side for your spouse, as well as being able to be considerate. I call it, I guess, considerate, you know, of your spouse. Like, okay, see, they've been feeding into me for 5 years or 10 years or even 20 years, you know. They fed into me. But now let me feed into them, you know. All right, we got the newlyweds right here. Hey.
Hi, Mom. You want to making a video?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
You want to stay up there?
No, hey, y'all okay? You finna start working. Y'all look cute.
Thank you.
Y'all look real cute. Aww. I've got a question. Where are they? Close the door. It's just a quick question. Oh,
Sorry.
he's pissed. I don't know if y'all can see them, but y'all know.
I'm sorry.
This is my son Scott and my daughter Izzy.
Hi, guys.
But I was actually talking about relationships, and actually marriage. And I was saying about what you trying to say, just if you could see. That always gets this on camera.
That look good.
It look good.
Yeah.
So what I was talking about, or what I was saying, is it's like two main things in a marriage that you must have, and that's being able to put your pride to the side and being able to apologize to your
100%.
spouse, even if you think you're right. Even if you're like, I already know I'm right, but you gotta just be able to put your pride to the side and to be able to apologize to them. Because you hurt them. And no matter if you think it shouldn't have hurt them, everybody's feelings is valid. Y'all agree with
That's what I
that?
be telling Izzy, busy. They be like, cause you be like, I'm sorry, but like, it's okay, baby. You got the right to feel how you feel.
Exactly. And I was just saying, if it's two people and I pinch you and you say, oh, that didn't hurt me, and I pinch you and you be like, oh, that hurted bad. Everybody's pain level was different. So,
right.
Yeah. But I was saying that. And the other thing is, I was talking about is, I'm going to let y'all go. What I said.
I was just gonna help Markel with these wheels. What's the other thing?
The other thing is, I'm going to let y'all watch the channel for that.
Alright.
All right. Well, thank y'all for making the, what you call
Trip
it?
out here?
The trip out here. But you know when somebody camera bomb my video.
Oh. Sorry, Mom.
No problem. Y'all look really nice. Y'all finna see what's going, putting those big old tires on there.
They're about the same size as Markel's, just the tires
The
is bigger.
tires
He
are
got
better
big
size.
rims.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, enjoy the video, guys. So don't forget to like and subscribe.
Thank you, Scotty.
Love you, Mom.
Love you too. But yeah, so they gotta watch the rest to get the pointers on the relationship and the marriage. But yeah, yeah, that was pretty cool. But yeah, how far that threw me off. But that's basically the things that I think that keeps a marriage together. The other thing is forgiving. Forgiving is a big thing in a marriage or a relationship. And I feel like this is if you say, okay, I'm gonna, because in a relationship, somebody's gonna get hurt. It's not gonna be perfect the whole time y'all in a relationship, or the whole time y'all married. Y'all say death do us part. You think it ain't gonna be no bump in the road? It's gonna be a bump in the road. And for whoever hurt somebody, and they say, okay, I accept your apology and I forgive you. If you say that you forgive that person, you're gonna have to forgive it just like God forgave you for whatever you did. If you want God to keep bringing it up, He said He throws into the sea of forgetfulness. You must do the same thing if you want the relationship to work, or if you want the marriage to work. You got to do the same thing. If you say, okay, I forgive you for whatever, and you let those words come out of your mouth, then you're going to have to forgive them and throw it into the sea of forgetfulness and start over like this is a brand new book. Now, if you say, no, I'm not going to forgive you, then the other person can make the decision of, do I want to stay and deal with this for the rest of my life? This person having this negativity towards me, you know. But I think that as once you say you forgive somebody, then forgive them, you know, throw it away. I know that one time I read in the Bible that, and this was maybe like this 2024, 2025, maybe 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, I read in the Bible where it said that if you don't forgive others, God won't forgive you. And I said, wait a minute, what? Because I definitely know that I haven't been perfect. I have not been perfect. And I know it's things that I have done that I've asked God to forgive me for my sins, even the ones that I don't know. But how can I ask God to forgive me and I ain't forgiving nobody else? And He already said, okay, you ain't gonna forgive them and I ain't forgiving you. So you might as well say bye-bye to your life. Especially if you say, okay, to your spouse, you say, okay, I forgive you. Now, if they keep doing it, then you have to if they keep doing the same thing over and over and over, then you have to say, all right, now I got to make a decision to put up with this or to not put up with this. And what I always say is, before you even go into a relationship and to your own self, put in your head, you know, how many times, I know God said forgive a whole bunch of times, but put in your head, how many times I will forgive this person for something. You know, just put it in your head and let it be between you and yourself, you and God, and say, if this person does this, but then you have to stand firm on what you say. You can't keep going back and forth. If you say, I'll get him 2 times, and you get him 2 times, and that's it. And that's from anything. If that's what you say. Other than that, you say, okay, I'm gonna be patient with you. Some things you say you're gonna be patient with, because you know it's hard for some. If it's like, okay, somebody say I'm gonna stop smoking. You know, I'm gonna stop smoking. Now that's a hard thing to get. That's a hard thing to get rid of. So you gotta be patient with them after that. You know, be patient with them and see if they're taking steps of, I don't know, it's a bug in here. They just came in. That bug came here. Towards, you know, stop doing it. But something like cheating or that's a big one there, cheating right there. That one is a big one. Or I don't know, whatever it may be, you know, let your own self notice that if it's only gonna be one time, then it's only gonna be one time. But I still say, if you tell them that you forgive them, then you have to actually forgive them. And that's with anything and anybody. You know, forgive them, throw it in the sea of forgetfulness. I think that's it. Yeah, throw it away. You know. Now, if that's you know, don't be a fool. It's a different thing of forgiving somebody than being a fool. You know, you ain't supposed to be a fool to nobody. But yeah. So those are some of the things that I think there's key points in a relationship or a marriage. And like again I say, like, if y'all like these kind of like sit down and chat with me or whatever, just leave it in the comment. Maybe we can do some more. Maybe I can format it a little bit better so it can be a little bit more complete or whatever. I don't know. But yeah. Y'all see me. I'm trying to get back on the roller coaster, whatever the word is. Get back on my game and do it the right way and trust the process and what God has in store for me. Or trust the process of God's path, or God's journey that He has me on. And I'm trying to be obedient to God. So yeah. If y'all like my video, give me a thumbs up. Like it, turn your notifications on. I'm sorry if this was a little bit boring, but give me a thumbs up if y'all like the video. So if y'all just say, I don't really like these kind of videos, leave a comment. I want to know. I want to get some feedback. And then I know it's always not going to be good feedback. And I don't mind a little criticism. Criticism make you better if it's coming from the right person. But anyway, again, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank y'all for tuning into my channel. Thank y'all for coming to watch, to see me, just be me, Heather, just being Heather. Thank y'all. Love y'all, and God bless y'all.